Thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate the comments. I just recently looked back at it. I've had quite a lot going on the last couple weeks, but I wanted to bring this video to you guys because it is something. It really is something. It's really sad. The first couple times I watched it, it was pretty hard to watch considering the implications here. But I wanted to share it, do a breakdown, and also, of course, at the end of this, guys, I love hearing your thoughts on it. What you feel is really going on here. If it's a joke, if it's actual. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and play it through. You guys tell me what you think.
Released this footage in hopes of solving the mystery of their 1-year-old abducted baby. Although this abduction doesn't seem to fit the common theme we're used to hearing about. This footage was taken from the child's baby monitor camera. We could see the small child playing inside of the crib. Everything seems completely normal, but what happens next is truly terrifying. An Arkansas couple released this footage in hopes of solving the mystery of their 1-year-old abducted baby. Although this abduction doesn't seem to fit the common theme we're used to hearing about. This footage was taken from the child's baby monitor camera. We could see the small child playing inside of the crib. Everything seems completely normal, but what happens next is truly terrifying.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty freaky here. Okay. I'm sure you guys would definitely agree. Excuse me. So me personally, when I watched this, initially it does look as though, and I'm just gonna mute it so I can play it. It looks as though the hand that comes through here, it looks a lot smaller because those first few digits right there, okay, that would be about the size of a normal person's hand, an adult, okay. Now, if you're looking at the size of these 3 digits compared to this 1-year-old girl, now, 1-year-old girl is, baby girl is about 18 to 19 pounds, okay? Somewhere in there. She's, obviously a normal size little girl. They said that she was 1, so that's why I'm giving those figures. But this hand, you can see it definitely has claws on it, and when it fully when it fully comes through from underneath this sheet or whatever that is, it's huge. The hand is absolutely huge. I mean, the hand has to be almost a foot across, and then. Okay, let's just go ahead and look at it. Look how large that hand is. There is no way. There is no way. Look at the width from here to here compared to this baby. I mean, this hand has to be from this digit over close to a foot, if not a foot across. And definitely it has claws, and when it comes all the way through, look how large this forearm area is. Now, man, it really gets to me every time I see this, because here the little girl sees, like, she looked back to see what has her really, really quick, right? She realizes something got her, but it probably was just, so quick she didn't fully register it until she was completely out. But she looked back at this time, and this thing, whatever it was, look at the speed at which this thing pulls her out. There's no way a person, I mean, me, I'm not a small guy. I'm pretty strong. I lift and all that stuff. There is no way in the world I would be able to snatch a 20-pound child that quickly. I mean, and then even to that, if it was somebody playing around, they would have been taking a chance on hurting this child, jerking her that quickly. I mean, kids are pretty resilient, but it's just no way someone, would be playing around like that. This just blows my mind how large the thing is, and it kind of even walks the fingers like real quick. And I mean, and then the baby's gone. This is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. I mean, there's no way I mean, she was gone in a millisecond. Just like that. There's no person on this planet that would be able to, nobody can move that fast, number one. Humans cannot, we don't have the muscle twitch to be able to move that fast. Especially, I mean, if we're moving our own weight, maybe, but definitely not when we're articulating something that is, that has any weight. Somewhere around 20 pounds. That's a lot to move, number one. And I'm sorry, every time I watch this, it just blows my mind. I'm gonna run it with it slowed down, and you see, look at that. I mean, you can see. Let's go back a little bit. Look how long these claws are. I mean, it almost looks. I mean, it just is. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words watching this. Like I said, I showed it to a couple people. They were like, well, they could be joking around, but I'm like, listen, just use logic. What person, right? What person would even play around like this with a child? This would be very dangerous to do that. This obviously cannot be a bear, right? It wouldn't be a person. So there is no other animal. The only animal that would have a hand or a paw that large would be a bear. A person could not wear, like a hand with fur on it like that, and do it. Just, I mean, we know. I mean, it's, if you're, have a glove on, even having a glove on would show some inconsistencies with how it fits and how it moves and all that stuff. This thing, and not at all. And the kid's gone. So at first I was just trying to understand the layout here, because over here you can see a lamp, you see little toys and whatnot, stuffed animals. So, and then up here you can see the rail. All right. So obviously this is some type of crib. Me personally, I've never seen a crib that had an open space where, the little girl the thing could stick his hand through, first of all, and the little girl could go through, be pulled through. Okay. I don't know what type of crib this is. It could be some type of day bed. I really don't know. Just looking at the video, it doesn't give a whole lot of understanding as to how this thing is designed. But we do know it looks like I said, it looks like this lamp here is on some type of table, possibly. Just looking at the style of lamp it is, it doesn't look like it would be on the floor. Okay, so that would mean this bed or this crib is elevated in some way. So it's really hard to understand how this is. And then on top of that, it's hard to even tell like how it's situated. But I'm guessing that obviously right here, right behind this, is the window. Okay. And the thing that kind of disturbs me the most is that very likely that creature was at the window watching this little girl as it stuck its hand through to grab her. So if she had ever looked up at the window, she probably would have seen this thing's head right there. Man, that just blows my mind. And these people, this thing has probably been there night after night, just waiting for them to possibly, possibly, who knows, but it's very likely this thing had planned planned grabbing the little girl, tested it, and they never found her. She's gone. Just imagine, the terror this little girl had to deal with. The thing took her and ate her, killed her and ate her. Probably, dogs or canines, because this is obviously a Dogman, right? Obviously. Bigfoot don't have hands like that. I'm sorry. I should have been playing this thing. It just blows my mind how this whole thing goes down. But you can see at one point the wind. You see there, right? So what I was thinking was maybe the window wasn't open. Maybe the thing opened the window, which caused a change in air pressure, which made this sheet kind of move, right? Because otherwise it's not doing anything. The little girl's just kind of laying there. It's really still, and then all of a sudden you get that wind or that movement. So I'm thinking it opened the window and then slowly stuck its hand through. So I think the little girl, and just looking at it, I think she probably heard something. But because this blanket is here, the sound didn't. It didn't sound like it was coming from here. The sound probably came from up higher, and then bounced off the wall back to her left. That's the reason why she looked to her left, thinking that possibly somebody was coming in. So she looked up, and then it didn't see anyone. So she goes right back to coloring or whatever she was doing. And so hold on, let's look back at that again. Let's look at that again. Okay. So looking at this again, yeah, you see there, she looks up. Okay, so looking here. Watch her look up. Okay. So she looks up, expecting to see someone. I'm thinking, you know how when you start opening something or like a window or something like that, initially it makes a noise, a louder noise than it would after you begin to open it, and then it's just sliding, right? So she looks up, didn't see anyone, looks back down, and now the wind. So I'm thinking the wind, it started opening the window, and then it stopped when she looked up. And then it continued and caused that sheet to blow or to move. So now she looks up again. So she's hearing something, but not expecting it to come from that side, expecting it to come from where her parents would come from. Man, I bet her parents, when they saw this happen, their hearts freaking dropped. I mean, it's one thing to have a person grab your child, but something that you're not even sure of what it is, that had to be. And look how large that hand is. I mean, seriously, look how large this thing is, and it's so freaking quick. That just, oh my gosh, look how large this thing is. My, that is just crazy. I mean, at first, like I said, I thought it was at first, not that I thought, but at first it looks like a regular sized hand, and then you see this humongous freaking paw. This thing is huge. That hand is absolutely huge. She has to be at least 24 inches tall, right? She has to be at least 2 feet tall. Maybe, it has to be somewhere around there. This thing's hand is at least half her length. That is, it has its fingers kind of splayed, but still, I mean, a person wouldn't have a hand that large. Not even Shaq, right? And then it snatches her like that. There's just no way. So, anyway, wow. I just wanted to show you guys that. Tell me what you think about it. I definitely think it's a Dogman. I can't think of anything else that it would be that has long claws like that, furry, just absolutely, black, and man, that is just so crazy. Someone said, well, maybe they sped it up, right? Maybe they sped the film up, or sped it up once she was grabbed, okay? But we know that can't be the case, because none of this stuff moved any faster, right? Just watch it, just to bring that to your attention. See, like, she moved, and see, none of that moved any faster. That's just, I mean, the little girl was grabbed by what I'm 99% sure is a Dogman. Another thing too, if you look at the hand, if you look at the thing's hand, it's like people talk. I hate to make this video so long, but it's just like people explain. You see how the hand is, it doesn't have a thumb, right? Like a thumb like we have, right? It's these outer fingers are, these outer fingers are about the same length. So, I mean, it's hard to, well, what it looks like is this is its left hand, you know, kind of depending on whether the video has been flipped or not. Sometimes it'll have, the videos can have that mirror effect, but it looks like it's grabbing her with its left hand. That means this digit right here would be the thumb, right? But this digit and this digit look to be the same length, and that's what a lot of people say, that they have fingers. It looks like a hand, but it doesn't look like it has a thumb. So yeah, I mean, this is obviously, it's obviously not a person, right? It can't be a person. Yeah. Guys, tell me what you think. I think it's a Dogman. So anyway, thank you again for watching this video. If you can, please hit that like button. Also, subscribe. I have more stuff coming, and I have a lot of stories I want to tell. Yeah, I look forward to bringing you guys more cryptid entertainment. A lot of it's going to be Dogman, because that's what really got me. I have my own stories, what I think, of what I think was Dogman, that I've kind of I didn't see, but I've had some issues. Go back and watch my earlier videos. But yeah, more stuff is coming, guys. But again, it will be other cryptids, as you've already seen. And I'll be getting out. I'm probably not going to be at night. I probably won't be getting out in the woods. I live in Texas, and there's quite a lot of stuff running around there. I don't have a death wish, but I'll do some daytime stuff and nighttime driving. So look forward to it. Again, thank you guys. Have a great day, and God bless.